Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes.
It's, again, this whole one-a-week thing is just, gosh.
It's our Sunday thing.
I know, but I want more episodes. I want more to watch. So.
Well, spoiler alert, we watched Love Hotel. We enjoyed Love Hotel. But it's just a little bit too much to remember with all the...
Yeah, it's less about the housewives than it is about the...
It's like Bachelor, basically, or The Bachelorette. And it's just like, I'm like, what guy was that? And, the one old guy, the other old guy.
And it's
like Golden Bachelorette. So, enjoying the show.
I don't know if we're enjoying the show.
I enjoyed the first episode.
We enjoyed the first episode, but we'll see.
That's enjoying the show, but we'll see. But... we were considering, and probably will be, watching Miami to give it a shot. And we might cover that for the pod, because that starts in June 11th. Yeah,
let us know. Please drop us a comment if you watch Miami and what your thoughts are on Miami and who we would love, who we wouldn't love, what you're just because in general, we've tried watching it in the past, like when it came back onto Peacock from its long time hiatus, and we weren't really into it. And then
we watched like a episode. I don't think we even finished the episode. Yeah. So we're just kind of like,
But we hear people saying great things about it. So we'd like to know, what you guys like about it. And when we watch it, we'll probably be looking for a reason to like it.
Right.
So again, we're not against it. We just it never really floated our boat.
There's so many shows, it's just hard to do everything. But now there's gonna be like a dearth of shows. We're already like mid-season with Atlanta.
Right.
Which one did that happen?
Apparently 6 episodes ago or 7 episodes ago. For those of you just joining us or those who were joined us last time and heard our wonderful cat story, our cat is okay.
Yes.
Maeve is doing fine. We're still calling her she. She's doing great. So yeah, thanks.
Peeing normally.
If you were worried about our cat peeing, don't worry about it at all. She's fine.
Yeah, she's not bleeding. We're going in for another ultrasound and some blood work, and just hopefully we'll find out exactly what's going on. But she's acting normally, eating normally, doing all like the cat things, and so
yes, so it's all good there.
Yeah.
So, but then yes, thanks for finding us. Follow us on the social media, Husbands Watching Housewives, all the TikTok, all the Instagram, all that stuff. And then please like, subscribe. It helps us feel better about ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, that's a joke. We already feel pretty good about ourselves.
We had a friend offer yesterday to just put it on the Spotify but not listen to it because she's doesn't watch Housewives, but she wanted to support us and have us get the count up. I'm like, thanks.
That's very nice of you. But honestly, just listen. We have friends who listen who, don't watch Housewives and they think, it's fun hanging out with you guys when you're not or actually hanging out. Well, I guess that's not what they say. That makes it seem like they'd rather hang out with us.
It feels like they're hanging out because we're there, our voices it's like listening in on a conversation that you're not a part of, but you're, might not know what the hell you're talking about, what we're talking about.
Right.
But
so
yes,
we're already suffering. It was a very hot day where we lived. Not very hot, but our loft is hot again. So
it is so hot.
It is very warm up here.
It's gonna be like the valley where all we talk about is how hot it is.
Yeah, so hot. Oh my god, so hot. So, but this episode of Atlanta, I'm back in the
There was some
Cynthia was great. I liked her doing the follow-up.
Corralling people.
And trying to get an understanding of what happened and where all the beef is and all that stuff. So.
When it comes down to it, it's a dumb beef. It's a dumb thing that it was a random shady remark that Porsha she shouldn't have made about Charles and wanting to F him. I'm not really actually wanting to, but just I could F him. Right. But this whole thing about Angela, about Charles having a baby with another woman, it's just... why are you throwing that out there, Brit? I don't understand Brit's hard on for Angela. It kind of came out of nowhere, all because Angela was like, I think it's weird that you said that you were losing your license.
Yeah.
And it is weird.
Yeah.
And then now, Brit with her whole, well, now I can focus on my true business, shapewear, naked wear, what the hell it's called.
Yeah.
When your castmate has a thing called Go Naked Hair, then just don't do that.
Well, the thing is that her shapewear has 3 wicks. That's the difference. That's the difference then.
Just leave naked out of it. It's just it's a basic thing, I guess. Just be it feels like you're naked, the shapewear. I haven't even seen the shapewear. I know exactly what the pitch is by the name, and I'm bored with it.
Right.
But we'll get to her.
No, let's just get to her now. Brit is boring me.
She's so annoying too.
So annoying. And also
so annoying.
yes, touching, and I guess it's her story, what's going on with, her mom selling the house and everything, and what happened, all that stuff with her sisters.
I'm not saying it's not touching. I just don't know why it's on my TV.
Right. That's
like I barely know this chick, and now you want me to like know her family's trauma.
Yeah.
Which I guess informs who she is, but not necessarily.
The information doesn't make sense, though.
I also I don't necessarily think she's being a snarky, person to other people on the cast because of her family trauma. So this is totally able for you to think we'll see here. And again, I'm not diminishing what happened, her father passing and whatnot. And obviously her sister is very affected by it. And I find her more interesting.
Right. That's why I was thinking.
Like, why isn't Cher on the show?
Yeah.
She's got I
mean, I like that Cher had no compunction to just start yelling at her sister over the phone.
Right. Why have you called me? Like, I was like,
you can't shut me out. You can't do it. I was like,
and yelling at the mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
With like the mom being like, he died on me. It's like, that's a Lifetime movie. Like,
it was such a weird thing.
Like, he didn't want to die.
Yeah. Like, he didn't leave me like to go, Yeah.
It was giving a little Tyler Perry with like the grandma piping up like, I'm the grandma. You need to stop this fussing. Get it together. I was like, oh Lord, Medea, calm down.
Yeah, the whole Edie family drama there is a little much.
I don't need it.
Yeah,
I respect what you're going through. I don't need to see it on my screen.
Yeah, I mean, what we do need to see on our screen is next week or the rest of the season when Kelly and Brit start.
I can't wait for the fallout because I like Kelly. I understand like how she's friends with Brit, and I like Kelly even if she has those dumb dog parties.
Yes.
I never need to see another animal party. It's like a sound bath. It's like a prophet, any sort of psychic. I don't need it.
But I mean, they'd run out of things to do. That'd be like saying, oh, I don't want to see another cooking, class, or I don't want to see another housewife in a bathtub.
It just seems so thrown to like so half-assed. Like that dog. I know it was like there's a luxury dog party planner, which, ma'am, if that's your job, sure.
I think it was her job.
I know, but like I
also got the feeling that that was like she was doing it for screen time. Like, oh, hey, if you do my party, like, then people will know that they can throw a luxury dog party.
How many luxury dogs are in Atlanta? I know it's like there's a lot of entertainment people in Atlanta and whatnot.
I think you're really underestimating the way people love their dogs and animals, and just like how maybe, I don't want to say, but lonely people can get,
lonely.
I mean, we love our cats, so we talk about them, but I mean, we're not too many steps away from throwing a cat party.
We would not throw a cat party.
But I mean,
ridiculous.
The conditions for us to become people that would throw a cat party, just a little tweaks here and there.
I mean, we did think about doing a whole gender reveal party for Maeve, but really not a party. We just wanted to get the cake from...
Yeah, that's true. We still should do that, mainly because I want a Susie cake.
Like, I think gender reveal are kind of like a little whack, but like I'm all there for cake.
Yeah.
So good cake.
So yeah, the dog party was a little weird.
The dog, like, she's so happy, and the dog got to the dog like.
Yeah, that dog didn't know.
$1,000. We spent $1,000 on our cat, but that's for like life-saving treatments.
Right.
Like,
not just a diet.
What was it?
It was antibiotics.
Antibiotics. Yeah.
And urinalysis.
Urinalysis.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, urinalysis. How dare you? Oh.
So we're not like paying to like have their nails painted and like, their earrings put in. I don't know what Kelly's doing.
Yeah.
I like that she likes her dog, loves her dog, but like it's just a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, again, it seems that's where I think it's ridiculous, where I don't think anyone, I mean, I guess here I am. I don't think she really would have paid to have a party. That's why I feel like she's.
I feel like she would have.
Free.
I feel like she's just that extra.
Mm.
And I love how like nobody else except for Brit would come to that party. Like I'm sure she like threw it out there, and they're like, "Nope, this is dumb." And then
the next scene is Porsha getting a dog.
I was like, "Where did that come from?" With like peanut butter. And also, if you're getting a dog named Peanut Butter, like, where's Jelly?
Yeah, right.
Where's Jelly? That's
why it's Peanut Butter and Henny. That's what it's going to be.
Henny.
So,
Let's also talk about like the awkwardness of Porsha having to shoot at her mom's house because
anywhere but home,
because of the drama with Simon.
Yeah,
not allowing her to film in the house.
So is that also where they met the au pair?
Yeah,
somewhere else.
That was at Portia's mom's house. They had to like bring her over there to do the scene and then be like, okay, now you've been on camera, go to my house without cameras and take care of my child, au pair lady. And also, like, she did 2 for 1, throwing Dennis in there. Like, now we can talk about this Drew situation, which is also a dumb story that needs to end.
And none of it made sense. Like, Dennis mumbles. Can't tell what the hell he's saying when he's saying it. And then, like, he's also one of those guys that just kind of, like, trails off in the middle of whatever he's saying.
He never answered the question.
He's like, oh, yeah. And you know how it is? No, Dennis, we don't know how it is.
And like, unless he's actually screwing Drew, which I don't think he is, there's nothing to this story.
Right.
So it's just so dumb. Like her bringing out text. I'm like, what are you trying to prove here?
Blurred text. They could have at least shown.
Dumb.
And on top of it, like he's like, I didn't film. She just stopped by the studio, and it's like, what?
Well, he went to the studio, and the cameras just happened to be there.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
And you're like, oh no, please don't. As they mic him. Don't do this. Porsha will be mad. Testing 1, 2. Like,
but you are right. It is a dumb story, and it needs to go.
And then Angela working out with Charles and telling him, it made me think of that TikTok video of like, let me tell you the story, husband, that I have not told you in the entire 2 weeks we've been together.
Yeah.
But now here are the cameras, and Porsha saying you have a baby out there and she could F you.
I liked Charles's responses to Angela, just being all like, she doesn't know me. Like, let her say what she wants to say. Like, whatever.
Why are they trying to provoke the Oakleys?
I don't know.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know.
It's a weak story as well.
It's very weak.
All these stories are weak stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then we get to Juneteenth.
Yeah, Juneteenth, the Bailey Q.
Yes. I knew one person wouldn't wear the right colors. Enter Porsha.
Well, I mean, isn't orange just red kind of part of the colors? It was.
It was straight up pink.
I was trying.
It was straight up pink with her Scary Spies hairdo from circa 1997.
Mm-hmm.
Not mad at it, but, I guess maybe she was trying to do that was the Juneteenth part of it.
I think she was there to tell some people what she wanted, what she really, really wanted.
So he's like,
Yeah.
And then cut to like Shamea in full on like regalia.
Yeah.
Like it was. And so the thing about the prophets, it's so dumb because she's just like throwing out random things like, this year's your year, honey. Like, you're going to make something, that business you want, or you're going to get that divorce. And it's like, saying words. I need like the only thing, the car thing with Kelly, that, that was actually, okay, you prophesized that?
Yeah.
Or you I don't know.
I think, you prophesized.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't a situation like on Jersey where, someone preloaded her with information.
Oh, right.
And there's like a clear, like...
Because Cynthia has integrity.
Yeah, right. So...
She respects the process, isn't trying to play producer.
Yeah, exactly.
She's here for like... Also, I was saying to you, like, maybe it's because there are all those people in there. It just felt so claustrophobic.
Well, she wasn't planning on having everyone crammed inside. So when it stopped raining,
you're right.
Their way out, like it did seem to feel a little bit better. Like when they could go out on the porch.
If they'd been on the porch, it would have been better. There would more spaces to go.
Yeah.
Instead of like, let's go to the prophet room, aka my study.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna force you to sit down and apologize about this dumb beef about allegedly wanting to F someone's husband.
Well, I think what Angela, I think did a good job saying it's not really about that. Gesundheit.
Thanks.
I think that she was just saying that, like, why are you trying to start stuff? Like, and I think she tried to take ownership for the whole Drew thing.
Yes.
Saying like, look, I asked you if it was okay and you said it was fine. And then even I think Porsha had a good, response of like, well, I didn't invite her for a reason, and here she came in wanting to invite her. So it's like, that ship already sailed. And that's exactly, I like that Portia's at least being consistent.
Right.
And saying that, like, it's not an issue anymore. It is an issue, but, like, I'm not going to dwell on it. Like, you already did it. You already, let's, move past it, kind of,
Yeah.
But then where the hell would Shamea and Angela's be?
That just felt like, because of that text message, I think, and it Angela explained it, like, I thought you would stick up for me or just like call out the fact that your friend was wrong saying she wanted to F my husband. And Shamea's like, I'd like to laugh. And it's like, Shamea, do better. Like,
no, I'm with Shamea on that.
I know it's a dumb thing, but like, I guess maybe in that moment she was going to be like, stop the fun, girl. Stop the twerking. Well, Porsha, that's someone's husband.
Right.
I know she wasn't going to do that, but like with Angela called her on it, she should have said, you know what, that was a really crappy thing for Porsha to say. I apologize that, her feelings, that we were talking shit about you while you're upstairs, like your window above the pool.
Right.
Like she could have said so many things instead of being like, I'd like to laugh. It's like, that's being lame. You're better than that, Shamea.
Well, I liked Portia's confessional where she was just like, her
Dumbo ears.
Well, no, where she was just kind of saying like, I'm sorry I was, kikiing with my friends and having a fun time. And actually, no, I'm not sorry. It's just kind of like, I'm talking smack about you. Like, that's what people do.
Right.
And so is, again, being realistic about it instead of being phony, at least, she didn't.
Well, it would have been more realistic or better or less phony to just be like, I have an issue with you because of this. Like, just straight up, like, which I guess she did do, like, at the episode before when they were at dinner and she's like, why are you inviting Drew? But it just like, you were obviously not beyond it. And it was so muddled. It's
also muddled. And that's my problem with this season.
Yeah.
I just need to, maybe I'm just so used to Beverly Hills where there's one issue for the first half and I can focus on it. Right. I think that might have actually benefited Atlanta Housewives this season with all the new women and stuff, is that just to have there be one piece of drama to really, really focus on.
Which there was for like 2 episodes with the Kenya.
Yeah, that's
Brit
true.
thing.
That's true.
Which Angela's read of like all the miles on Brit's mouth. It's just so good.
That was good.
Yeah, that was
also,
great.
Stretch marks on your mouth, like that's
like
imagery right there.
That's like you're doing a 2-for-1 situation.
Yeah, I mean that's some double, triple, quadruple.
And then then just ends it with like, you're a whore.
Yeah, like not mincing words.
No, yeah.
Can we talk about how we forgot Drew was on the show? So she showed up, and then
where was she?
I don't know, but getting the Balmain shirt, I suppose.
I mean, I liked her wig.
Yeah, I didn't like how phony she came in. We're like, oh hi, you look so good. Like she very much. And I liked how, was it Brit or Kelly who was like, all for the prophet, like, watch out, she's an actress.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, okay, that's a good one.
Sure. I can and then she like want to have a private prophet session. It was just like, whatever. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
We forgot about Shamea's scene with the surrogate.
Oh yeah.
That was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah. It seems like that's, I don't know what's going on currently with her situation, but I hope that works out.
Sure.
Seems
like it would.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only other thing to talk about is all the new confessional looks. How many
looks? How many looks
does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
I mean, so many looks. Like, there's like an amazing amount of looks.
I just wonder.
Like Eric Jane's like, wow.
Well, also, like, what's the reasoning for it? Like, production had to have asked for it, right? Like, hey,
I think so.
Wear a different outfit every time, I
mean, it's like we're up to like some girls having like 6 or so looks.
Or did they like pause production for a little bit when they were trying to figure out what to do after Kenya and everything? Like before they got Phaedra involved, were they like trying to hold off?
I don't think they ever paused. No, I think they kept on going. Mm-hmm. They were just like, I think they just stopped filming with Kenya and the girls kept going on. But the confessionals were done like way after they've
that's true. That's
filming.
True.
So
but there's so many different looks.
So many looks. Yes.
Yeah.
And you're like, who? I mean, I know who everyone is, but I'm sure, but maybe another viewer who doesn't have, isn't paying attention might be like, wait, is that Angela or is that Brit?
Right. We need some consistency in our looks.
It's like, if you hear an annoying nasally voice, it's Brit.
Yeah.
Case closed. So the mid-season trailer looked good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Excited. I'm not excited about Phaedra. I just don't really think you really need her. I think there's enough going on.
Yeah.
All like these 6 women.
I mean,
plus Cynthia.
Everything they've teased, like Andy and everyone has teased, like Phaedra's return actually does like bring some real drama. Like
with the Angela thing.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm only gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and see how it plays out. But I think you're right. Like at this point, I almost feel like, again, throwing someone else into the mix is just muddying things up.
It is.
I mean, they keep trying to throw Moneta in there. Keep showing that she's at the party.
Moneta's like sliding in like someone sliding in the DMs like, hey, yep.
Don't forget about me. Remember, they tried to make me a thing.
I was a friend too. It's like, and now you're not.
Yeah.
Perfectly nice lady, but no, that was during a troubled time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad to see Lauren on the show, though, here and there.
Yeah, Lauren's great.
Yeah, I like Lauren. That was the best thing about Portia's Family Matter or reunion thing or whatever
Family
it was.
Matters, yeah.
I like Lauren.
She's very level-headed and like just kind of looks at Porsha like, really? This is what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good luck with that, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike, not unlike her, but similar to when Brit called her sister who was shopping, like she was
at Target, perhaps.
No, I don't know. Like it seemed like she was at the Dollar Tree or something. Like it did not look like a Target. There's all sorts of weird pink and purple neon in the back. Like it was some store that you and I like.
Maybe it was like a kid's kind of situation.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
Or shit, Claire's accessories. Sorry, when I think pink and purple neon.
Hot topic.
Yeah. God. So no, it didn't look like Target though. That's
yes.
Yeah, you're right. It probably was some kid's place.
Yes.
Probably.
And she's just like, I didn't know this was gonna happen. My sister yelling at me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yesterday? It was only for like a minute, but the woman next to me on the bike, like her phone rang
at the gym.
Okay. So when her phone rang and she like went into like a FaceTime with a person, and I'm just like on here like sweating away, and she's like, they talk for like, it was only a little bit. It wasn't like a full on conversation, because there are a lot of people who have a full on conversation.
Really?
Yes.
I've yet to see that.
Oh yeah. There's always someone like behind me on the elliptical.
Okay.
And like da-da-da. And I'm like, sir, can you just not? Can you just not put down the phone? We're all here to work out in silence.
Yeah, I can't think of a worse thing to do than phone at the gym.
And you're on the bike, you're huffing and puffing, and like with FaceTime no less. Like, hey, sorry, my sweat just dripped onto the phone.
Oh, I mean, I doubt anyone at gym's actually working out that hard.
They are though.
If you're answering the phone, you're not working that hard.
That is true. Or if you're running your mouth to like your person either on the phone or next to you, you are not working out. Right. I am there to work out. I'm just listening to like the motivational Black Eyed Peas, let's get it started music playing at the gym, and just trying to like get to these 40 minutes in 10 miles.
Sometimes, last time I went to the gym, I listened to our own podcast. And so I'm sitting there laughing, like, oh, we're funny. But also, quality control. I want to make sure that my edit worked and all that stuff.
Yes.
I don't listen to the episodes the whole way through. I just kind of have faith that it works.
Right. Someone will tell us.
Yeah. So, more info you guys don't need. I think I hurt my knee at the gym.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been dealing with this probably like
Which
2 weeks.
Knee?
My right knee.
Right knee.
It's feeling a little bit better today, but I don't know. Like it's one of those things where I can't remember in hindsight. I do think that when I was doing the bike, that at one point the hill thing changed, and I remember starting to pedal harder, and I felt something kind of stretch in a weird way. Or if I'm just making that up now that my knee hurts, like I don't know which it is, but I'm trying to like rationalize why my knee hurts.
That was like the thing you did that you don't normally do. Is just go to the gym.
Go to the gym. Shut the hell up. I don't need that sort of
That
shit
didn't
right
start out shady, but then it ended, and I was like, well, there's nowhere else for this to go but shady.
Screw you. So yeah, no, I don't go to the gym as often as I should. I don't think a lot of people go to the gym as often as they should.
I know.
But this is what I get for trying to be good and healthy. I get a hurt knee out of this.
Well, you need to move your body. Really.
And I also, that's my problem with going to the gym is that I keep thinking that like, oh, I can, like, at the time, it doesn't hurt to do all these things, like to get do the extra time on the bike or to do a bunch of weights and stuff. But then you realize, oh, this is something I haven't done in months.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I'm going to wake up the next day super sore and unable to move. And that's just going to be a demotivator for going to the gym. But I need to, especially, at age 47, like I can't sit there and go to the gym like I did when I was 25.
Right.
Like, because honestly, they're about the same level of exertion, I'm not going to lie. But like, I need to remember, and I need to actually do those sorts of stupid things where it's like, okay, just go for a gentle walk and work your way up to it. It just seems like such a stupid
We should
have to
do. We should do. I mean, I know it's like cliche, but we should like do a little walk around the neighborhood. Like, not tonight. It's already dark.
no.
But you know,
No, in general though, like going into the gym, like I shouldn't just go from 0 to like back into it. I should just have a day where I go and just do a very leisurely, exercise bike, or a very slow walk on the treadmill, just to get things kind of back and flowing. And before I sit there and go, let's try this 40 minutes on the, uphill, downhill, path, So I just need to remember I'm old. That's what it comes down to.
you're not old.
Well, I'm not young.
Well,
So what am I?
middle aged.
Oh, why do you got to be so mean to me?
Middle aged is fine.
Yeah,
We're in a good place in our lives.
we are in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike all the women on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Whoa!
Oh, you brought it back.
That was a really, really weak callback, but somehow I did.
I'm okay with it.
But I mean, it was an episode.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what else happens.
Yeah, we get the whole rest of another half of the season. Drew gets locked out of the house.
Yeah.
Like, also,
It's not funny, but it's funny.
No, I also like the way she was showing, like, oh, I'm trying to open the door. Like, I just feel like it's staged. It's just my gut.
It's hard, we've said this before. It's hard to know when Drew is actually telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because she's a really good actress.
Yeah. And then, again, unless the second half of the season, Drew gets some actual, like, meat to her story, I feel like I'd be fine if Drew didn't come back next season.
I'm okay with Drew. I mean,
she's not offering anything. What she's offering is like manufactured, like trying to make this beef with Porsha, and then like trying to like the cat who ate the canary, like, no, I'm not filming with Dennis, like, and just being all cutesy, about it. And it's like, no, nah, I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
So.
And I did kind of forget that she existed this episode until she popped up, because she didn't have any other scenes.
Right.
So, but maybe, it's a lot she's going through with Ralph.
Yeah, doesn't she have a dog? Couldn't she have brought it to the dog party?
I don't know if she has a dog.
I think they have a dog.
I don't
borrow someone's dog.
Borrow someone's dog.
Gosh. Well, anyway, it's hot up here.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about with this?
No. I think, it's going in a good direction.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks. So please remember, get at us what you like and don't like about Miami. We'd love to hear your feedback.
Oh, yeah.
Also, get at us what you like and don't like about Atlanta. Get at us what you like and don't like about us. We'd love the comments.
Yes.
But we'll talk more about this next time, right?
Until next time.